Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about Arc Raiders. We just got a patch, an update, and a lot of exciting news. And yes, there appears to be a Venator nerf that's happening. No word on the shotgun exploit. I didn't see that in the patch notes, but we are going to cover all of that. And the Aferon, I think that's how you say it. The super rare new legendary weapon slash blueprint is supposed to be more available for us here in the game. So all of these updates now and these skins that just dropped inside of Arc Raiders. So let's go ahead and give it the rundown. So first and foremost, let's go over to the store real quick. We've got the, I don't think I'm going to say this right, the Macrame set? McRae set? We've got 3 different things that we can turn on and off. The sword, mask, and headgear, which is really cool. We've got the backpack, which is nice. There's no lights on it, so I think it's quite functional. We have the scrolls that do look like batteries to me. I don't know what that is. And face tattoos. Strong link to face tattoos in prison. Also, Stellamontis event is still live and cooking. Also, very hostile inside of there. Even if you're playing solos, it can be quite hostile. I think your best bet, if you're trying to get things done or loot, is probably solos, but just be on the lookout. If somebody doesn't respond to you, you know what to do. If they don't talk back, they're probably scummy. That's been my experience. But for the most part, solos are usually pretty friendly. All right, so let's go over to the patch notes and cover the rest of what's happening here. All right, so a bit of a review here before we hit the patch notes. This is the only time you'll see me use Edge because it's all we have here on the Xbox. This is a bit of old news, but I think it was kind of interesting. This shows you the stats for Stellamontis so far. 25 million visits to Stellamontis, 24,375 resources donated by one player, 2.2 million people knocked down by the Shredder, 37,218 down by themselves with a deadline, and this is surprising, 26,000. Is that right? 26,923 people have taken out the matriarch. That's a lot. That's a considerable amount. And I guess 117 people knocked themselves out with a volcanic rock, which, question mark? Does anybody know how that happens? I'm thoroughly confused by that. All right, so on to the patch notes. This is 1.3.0. This is for everyone, console, PC, you name it. So, all right. Raiders, it's been a week since we've stepped into Stellamontis. We have some updates from Speranza with some bug fixes, balance changes, and a little surprise. Balance changes, items, deadline. Buy value was 8,100 coins. It's now 15,000 coins. It does make sense why this is a change because the deadline's so good against bosses. You know, you could kind of buy your way to a boss fight, so they're trying to balance that out. It makes sense. Sale value from 3,000 to 5,000 coins. Crafting was 2 explosive compounds and 1 synthesized fuel. Say that 3 times real fast. And the new crafting recipe is now 3 explosive compounds and 2 arc circuitry. Deadline trader stock from 3 to 1. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Power cell. Sale value was 640 coins, is now 270. This is a big one here. Launcher ammo. Buy value. Old 10 launcher ammo for 6,000 coins. The new is now 6 launcher ammo for 4,500 coins. The sell value from 200 to 250 for the launcher ammo. Crafting old 6 launcher ammo for 4 metal parts and 1 explosive compound. The new is 6 launcher ammo for 1 arc motion core and 2 crude explosives. Launcher ammo crafting is available at the workbench without needing a blueprint. Oh. As I just got mine, right? Oh, jeez. Well, anyways, I mean, that's good news. Venator. This is the big one, guys. Dev note, the fully upgraded Venator, if I'm saying that right, has been overperforming recently, capable of outgunning full squads using close-range weapons. We've retuned the fire rate gained from upgrades to pull down the pacing a bit, while still keeping its damage and accuracy intact. This should encourage players to take some more time with their shots rather than mag dumping the first poor soul they encounter. What? I never do that. The community also rightfully pointed out that the weight of the Venator was inconsistent with the weights of our other pistols, so we've corrected that as well. Reducing fire rate gained from upgrades from 22, 44, and 60% to 13, 26, and 40%, and increased the weight from 2 to 5. This is an interesting piece here. Explosive damage. Dev note, we've noticed that explosives dealt damage to more parts at once than intended, allowing weapons like the Hullcracker to kill large drones too quickly. What? We've also adjusted explosive damage to make it more consistent across the board. We've rebalanced the damage of the Hullcracker to account for that change. This will require the Hullcracker shots to need a bit more precision while still dealing good damage to the targeted spot. Rebalance explosive damage against arc for a more consistent experience, and explosions on smaller enemies, example turrets, are largely unaffected. Explosions on larger sized enemies like the Bastion would typically deal a bit less damage. So Jupiter? Question mark from now on? Huh? No? No way? Content and bug fixes. Fix a bug where the arc could call down reinforcements outside the map. That's funny. Shredder will now detect and move more reliably towards lure grenades. That's good. He's kind of a giant box on a fan there. Shredder movement and handling updated, slightly reduced the turn speed, improved braking, a stiffer suspension, more consistent reactions to impacts for steadier behavior in combat. Yeah, have you seen him bounce off the wall prior to this? I did, quite a few times. Improved Shredder navigation to prevent it from getting stuck on corners when moving towards a player. Here we go. Audio. Reduce the volume attenuation for explosion tinnitus and concussion effects to improve clarity. Yeah, I think I said that right. Maps. Barricades can no longer be placed overlapping your character, preventing clipping through walls and access to locked rooms. Battlegrounds. Dam battlegrounds. Fixed an issue where players would get stuck in the dam control tower elevator shaft. Spaceport added collision to the staircase walls and ceiling in the hidden bunker on the spaceport. Fixed an issue where players could enter the wall near the launch tower ramp on spaceport, preventing unfair ambushes. And fixed an issue where players could access the locked room on control tower without a key again. Bluegate fixed railing props on Bluegate that mistakenly blocked bullets. Shots now pass through as expected. Stellamontas fixed collision issues on Stellamontis near the train station that could cause players to fall through the terrain. And also fixed a location in Stellamontis train station where players could get stuck. Removed 2-player spawns in Stellamontis that were too close to arc spawn areas. Hopefully that helps with the, I don't know if you guys just saw clips of people spawning in and getting absolutely drilled. I don't know if that was like latency on the server side, but yeah, I don't know. It sounds like that's something different that they fixed. But fixed missing visibility collision on walls in the business center area of Stellamontis that allowed shots to pass through. Yikes. Fixed a crash when using Raider voice proximity chat on PCs without AVX2 support. Fixed a crash that could occur when surrendering after reconnecting to a session. Fixed an issue where scavenging parts from the shredder could leave behind invisible collisions. Fixed an issue where the Trials weekly rollover could display an outdated rank. The celebration now reflects the correct current rank, and the UI remains accurate during the cooldown period. Updated recommended AMD graphics driver to version 25.11.1 to reduce recent crash issues and AMD GPUs. Yeah, so basically if you have an AMD, the new driver should be fixing a lot of the problems they had. Your Raider Den has been ducked out. What? It has? Are the ducks showing now? I didn't see them in mine, although I don't think I have any ducks. Improved enemy ground detection to better handle steep surfaces, reducing erratic movement when traversing angled terrain. So just movement in general. Weapons. Aphelion. This is very interesting. This is a big deal. Fixed an issue where the Aphelion tracers could become excessively bright at a distance. Has anybody seen this ever? A clip or otherwise? Please tell me down below if you have. Reducing visibility for the player at being shot at. Increased Aphelion blueprint drop rates. That's massive. So it's a container or a boss or an arc or something. Is it on certain conditions? I don't know, but it is lootable and it is in the game, has been in the game. It looks like they increased the drop rates. I mean, it makes sense because nobody has seen it. Stitcher corrected player-facing stats for Stitcher, showing incorrect scaling of reload time across upgrade levels. So I don't know if this is a joke, but if you have ducks, do you now see the ducks in your inventory? So that's what we have so far for the patch notes here for Arc Raiders. Let's go ahead and pop back into the game. So yeah, a lot of big changes, and we're going to be finishing out the Stellamontis event here, and hopefully your expeditions are underway, your trials are going well. Looks like a lot of people are scoring quite well on that, and hopefully you've had a chance to at least try or see the Matriarch and the Queen fights. And yes, we are rolling into some more content here in December. So after Turkey Day here in the States, it looks like we're rolling right into it. So very exciting stuff. So hopefully we'll see you in the next live stream /video. Love you. Bye. Peace.